fuck this instrument.
And with that, hello everybody.
Whoa. I wish we
Hello.
could bring back that oboe song. I don't remember what it was. but
Imagine
that's
oboes.
Imagine oboes. It was literally just. It wasn't radioactive. It was
First things first.
It got taken down, which was kind of tragic.
Yeah. Imagine commanding
the DMCA.
Imagine commanding a power as Imagine Dragons. Also, hello everybody.
Yes. Again, it was that weird lady, or guy out on a lake.
You're right.
Look, sometimes you just want to vibe with your oboe on the lake, and sometimes Imagine Dragons just says no.
It's true.
It's literally that meme. Sometimes, what if you just wanted to vibe with your oboe, but Imagine Dragons said no?
But Imagine Dragons said Novo.
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 Oh, Novo.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kind Words, friends.
Welcome.
Liz,
welcome.
Yeah, Liz, welcome
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Kind Words.
Thank you. I missed you guys.
Right.
It's good to have you. It's good to have more opinions on stuff.
I don't know, I'm pretty feisty today, so we'll see what my opinions are.
Look,
it's a given the news of the U.S. government lately. It is okay to be feisty.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm also willing to be a little spicy.
I'm willing to bet there are several people also feeling that way. Honestly.
And it's probably going to come up in Kind Words.
Maybe. We'll see.
So, fun fact, actually. There was a big pickup of Kind Words in China. So maybe not.
There's no way that Chinese internet is connected to U.S. internet.
No, but I'm just saying, well, a lot of people have said they've gotten a lot of Chinese messages from the world, so I don't know.
Well, I hope that that's true. I'm just cynical about both our government and the Chinese government.
I'm cynical about governments, which is just the title of this, which is now the new title of this.
We're cynical.
It's Kind Words featuring government cynicism.
Yeah.
It's Kind Words, something capitalism bad.
Something capitalism bad indeed.
Liz, I don't know if you know this, but in the time since the last time you were here, we've gotten all the stickers.
Oh, we have, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the last one.
The last one was this fucking cassette tape.
Was it? I thought. No, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
that's right.
This cassette tape right here.
Yeah.
Took for fucking ever. Also,
cassette tape of March to the Beat of Your Own Drum.
It could be whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, it's whatever it wants. We also took forever to get this fish.
This Panic at
Those
the
are
Fish
the two that we were missing for a long time.
Oh, the blobfish.
This is Panic at the Fish Go.
I'm still trying to. I spent literally aside from this, because that clip one is out in the world. I've literally spent all week trying to find a pun on Brandon Urie with fish. Could not find one. So, if anybody's got one, I'm here for it.
That's fair.
There's this woman on TikTok who takes Panics at the Disco songs and things like that, but reads them as if they were the opening to a TED Talk.
Have you seen the girl on TikTok that takes 90s and early aughts pop music and reimagines them as if they were a musical?
No, that's incredible.
I'll share some later, but there's she does
Shaggy's
It Wasn't Me in this very dramatic piano
Oh, that's really good gold. Shit. Brendan Sturgy of the Surgeon. That's really good, actually. Shit.
Oh, Brendan Sturgy. That's great.
Oh, nice.
That's really good. Yeah. Thank you, Golden Gar. Also welcome.
Hey, we haven't seen Golden.
It's been a while. I popped into some of her late night streams, but I'm old, so can't necessarily stay up late.
Yeah. All right. Shall we?
Do it.
Send it. Safety seal is up.
Okay.
Oof.
Also mood.
Yeah, big mood there.
Yeah.
Is this a millennial?
Is this just... Did I send this post? I'm afraid that I'm not working enough on myself. I sometimes have thoughts that I'm the useless one in my family, and this makes me sad.
Who
I
says
mean,
there
I feel
has to
like-
be a useless
Yeah.
one in the family?
Yeah.
I feel like it's also an exclamation point. Be gentle on yourself. You're
Yeah.
living through a global pandemic and
Yeah.
other unprecedented events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Sometimes waking up and like making it through the day and like making sure that you've eaten food at a reasonable rate is all you can do, and that's fine.
Mhm.
That's
I
a
feel like
victory.
this is our son or daughter or child, and we just need to protect them from the world.
I mean, that's a lot of the case. I would a lot of these on sometimes, but like,
Can we just adopt this person?
no, they have to choose to be willing to join the family. It's how this works.
We did actually
do that.
we did unironically have someone join the stream as we were answering their question.
Yeah, and then join the
Wait,
Discord. So
How does that happen?
they must have just
Completely random.
they must have just thrown it up because
I-
they're probably watching the kind words thing like for
Yeah,
like people going like that.
completely random, but also when you do this shit for like 2 years or whatever,
It's bound to happen. Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
very cool.
But along with
Anyway.
this, if you don't feel like you're working enough on yourself, number one, like be kind to yourself, but two, you can do more. Like no one's stopping you from just working harder on yourself. Like
I mean, sometimes the thing stopping you from doing more is yourself, and like
Yeah.
it's hard to reconcile.
There's
fair.
like hashtag therapy.
yeah, sometimes
Hashtag get a hobby.
yeah, sometimes it's like you just need to go to therapy. Like sometimes it's out of your control, but if you feel like you're not, like if you feel like you're not doing enough, like figure out why. Is it actually you not doing enough? Is it just like perfect example, I was at one point several months back like I'm going to work on myself physically. I'm going to do several push-ups every time after I'm done in the bathroom. I go out, and for a while I was doing it. No, there was a logic to this, and like, there's a deeper story, I promise.
Right. Well, because when you poop, you're lighter, so you can do more push-ups.
Also that, but
Relatable.
but like for a while I was really good on that, and then recently like I've just kind of fallen out of the habit because I didn't keep up with it, and I was like, God damn it, I am not working on myself enough in the way I wanted to. That's unfortunate. I'm dumb. I should get back to that. And then I stopped being mean to myself and realized like I'll get to it when I'm ready to work on myself in that way again.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's hard to tie something like exercise to something like using the bathroom, at least for me, because like for me it's like even if I have a good momentum going with something, say like it's like the oh every time you die in Dark Souls you do
a push-up.
10 sit-ups or whatever, like the first time that something happens where you don't do it, it makes all of the subsequent times infinitely easier. It's just like, well, I fucked it up once, so I might as well do it more.
Yep. Nope, I agree.
I think it's hard because then you start to like punish yourself and feel shitty, and then it's the rabbit hole spiral.
Yeah.
It's like work on yourself, but find the things that work. Like find the things like that make it not fun, but make it like enjoyable for you to work on. Find the things that really work on you.
Work on yourself, but be like cautious with like gentle with yourself.
Yeah, don't force yourself. Like you can't just make yourself be better. It's just not a thing you can do. You can't just make yourself be a better
things that are
person.
manageable.
Yeah.
Like start with things that are easy and manageable.
And then figure out what the roadblocks are towards like improvement. Also, like that's the other thing to it all. Because if the roadblock is like, well, I live in a shitty household and have no way to move out, like that's not something you can really fix. So then that becomes like, let me accept where I am in this roadblock until the time changes, and then figure out like, okay, but I want to keep working on myself and improving. What is something I can and like reevaluate?
I think the like second part of this little chat here is like, well, sorry, I got distracted by myself.
It's all good. I do that all the time. Don't worry.
I got distracted in my own thoughts. I think the other part is like, they're not useless, or what is their family doing to make them feel useless? Like, is it internal or is it external?
Yeah.
Where is that feeling coming from, and who's really making that feeling exist? In some ways,
which is like where hashtag therapy comes in.
Know when therapy works and when it don't. So all right, I'm gonna allow me to justify the rest of my bathroom push-up shenanigans, if I may.
Okay.
Let me just respond to Golden Gore first, because
Yeah.
I relate. I did something similar with yoga.
Hmm.
It's hard because like you start and you get this routine, but then are you doing the routine because you know it's beneficial for you, or are you doing this routine just to do the routine?
Yeah.
So
That is
it's
true.
tough.
Yeah, and that's like if you can't just get into the rhythm, like what was the real motivation for doing the routine, and it's tough.
Yeah.
So stay
I
with
think-
me on this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
I'm
send
ready,
him
I'm
the
ready.
last jar of emotions.
Indeed. So stay with me on this because I was reading at one point. I don't even remember what I was looking for, but maybe it was like it had to be like an exercise thing of like what's something small exercise you can do, and someone had a post where they were like, every time I go to the bathroom and I flush the toilet, I do. I think they did push-ups, or I think it was like sit-ups. They're like, I do sit-ups until the water stops, and like at first I could do like 5. And then like the more I did it, the better I got it. And I was doing more in that time. And I was like, that is weird, but it also kind of makes sense because it's like it just made sense to me for some reason. So
If that's what helps you, then that's what helps you.
I guess the thing is like if that's what helps, but like yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I feel that.
Okay.
I also can't move for anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we doing this one?
Yeah, we can pass. We can do this one. I think I like the days where I don't feel like myself, where I have all the motivation, where everything bad just rolls away, and I can stay awake all the time with ease. Where I know everything is just my own brain, but it helps to not feel so much like a shell.
Hey, those days where you don't feel like yourself, that's also you, buddy.
Yeah. I was gonna say, which is that also you though? Yeah.
I feel like what I've learned in the last 3 years of going to like pretty consistent therapy is this message is just called life.
This is just
Like, this is just being human.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
No, it is though.
I saw a very good TikTok the other day about like from a therapist who was talking about like cosplaying as a way to get yourself to like motivate and do stuff. So it's like you feel like you're like shitty and unmotivated and like you can't do anything, but like if you put on like your cool jacket or your makeup or whatever, and like you cosplay as a person that can do all of these things, and you like get it done.
I'm gonna follow up with a dumb fact from a podcast that I learned. Shout out to Distractable and Markiplier, Bob and Wade for this one.
Love Markiplier.
If you listen to Distractable, you know this fact. And a similar vein stuff. It turns out that doing the Superman pose, the hands on your hips, like wide stance thing, raises your testosterone levels by like some dumb amount of percentage. Seriously, that's it. Just doing the pose.
I want to see the fucking research on that.
There was like an article.
Yeah, no, I want to see like the like breakdown of how like it just because like Superman like in the like cultural zeitgeist is like seen as this, that it creates this psychosomatic fact.
Yep. The higher power posers also demonstrate increased testosterone and decreased cortisol levels, as well as reporting feeling more powerful. 2.5 versus 1.83 out of 5 after posing.
Yeah, and Gold's got it right. It's time to cosplay as a person who has their shit together.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I do every time I like connect to a session for work.
See, that's just imposter syndrome.
It kind of is. But it's like working with your imposter syndrome.
But it's imposter syndrome, sure, but it's also like it's reframing it in such a way that it is a positive spin, and instead of having like a net deficit in your life, which is what makes something a disorder, it's like it's a positive thing. You can spin it into
it's just
cosplay.
It's just cosplay syndrome.
Yeah,
we love that.
Yeah,
because that eventually, I feel like the old adage like fake it till you make it.
Oh,
like,
there's so much
cliche, but it's true.
It does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like here's the thing: is like those days where even if that, like, I think honestly you should use those days more. If like that is the mentality you have, that like I don't feel like myself on those days, like there's nothing wrong with being like I'm not myself today, so I let me do something I wouldn't normally do, and like use that to a good effect, not necessarily like let me do something bad. We don't have the disclaimer set yet, but like, don't do something bad or like possibly harmful, but do like, I'm like, I don't feel like myself today. I'm gonna go down to this new place for lunch, or I'm gonna like go and buy myself a new pair of shoes or a cool t-shirt that says I'm the boss or something, like something ridiculous, like something you like. Embrace the not being you if that's what you feel, but it is you. Fun truth.
Yeah, like all facets of you are you. Like that's another thing I've learned. Like, oh, I don't feel like myself today. I feel so shitty. It's like, nope, that's still you. Or like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy today. It's like, nope, still you.
It's still you. It's a oh god damn it. What's that Undertale quote? Despite everything, it's still you. It's just still you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
That's like there's a mirror that like you go
like
and you look you like at the start of the game you see the mirror and it's just like it's you, and then you go back to the mirror like towards the end of the game after like
a bunch of stuff
60 plus hours of like all this crazy like
nonsense,
ridiculous shit happens. You go up to the mirror, it just says despite everything it's still you.
Yep. Which is
really
super powerful.
Yeah.
That is, and that's a big mood. Like that's the big takeaway here is like it's all you. And like I think the like going back to the tail end of that though, like if you feel like you are living your day-to-day life in like a shell, that's probably something you need to like go investigate or go introspect on, like whether it be like going to see therapy or willing to like just being like, why do I feel like this in my day-to-day? Why are these days where I suddenly feel like a full existent human being like not feel normal versus feeling like my day-to-day where I just feel like I'm going through routines, which like in previous episodes we've talked about routines and how those like don't have to be a bad thing, but like if that's what you're feeling, why is that happening? And then adjusting your like working on those things as needed.
I think routines are really useful sometimes.
Yeah, they
But
are.
I think they're overprescribed.
Yeah, it's definitely a personal thing.
Yeah, it
I
depends
think
on how
this
you.
is the blobfish.
Is it blobfish?
Is it blobfish time?
No, it's either blobfish, but it could also be pantsfish.
Pantsfish is
Pantsfish, definitely. Like pantsfish is blobfish on days where he doesn't feel like himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. The days where he feels like it's not his birthday and he has to go to work.
Sometimes you feel like a blobfish, and
sometimes you feel like
you're just like whatever. I don't want to do any of this shit. It's my birthday, and I don't want to be doing anything. But sometimes you feel like a pantsfish. So you have to ask yourself every morning: are you a blobfish or are you pantsfish?
Yeah.
It's like you guys see on TikTok the dog Noodle who decides
is it a Bones Day or no Bones Day?
Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
Oh my God! How long is that still relevant? How long ago is that?
I don't know.
No Bones Day.
Is it a No Bones Day?
That's what the prediction said.
Okay.
Well, as someone who ended a friendship today, I can comment upon this.
All right, perfect.
Nice.
I felt abandoned by my friends, and I felt that they didn't care if I disappeared. They said they loved me, but did nothing. I started to be more distant, and they seemed not to care. Finally, I broke up, furious with harsh words. That makes me feel like a bad person.
I feel like, one, good for you for like leaving a situation that seems pretty difficult. I don't think you're a bad person for using harsh words, but I think it's hard to burn bridges unless... I wonder if they will regret not having a conversation instead of disappearing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like it's like definitely situational too. Like it might be that like they look back on it and they're just like, oh, like I wish we had the ability to talk things out, or like it could be that they look back on it just like, well, like
fuck those people.
That person sucked anyways.
Those people sucked anyways. Yeah.
I definitely don't think they were a bad person. Like, person.
No, there's not a bad. No.
They don't mean sometimes, or they do mean.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
I mean, the thing I'm learning is like in this day and age, it is non-negotiable to not take care of yourself. Like you have to figure out what you need and just act on it. Think about others, like, and do things as kindly as possible, but
don't be a dick. But like, take care of yourself first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What were you gonna say, Steph? Because I forgot what I was gonna say.
Huh?
Were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay,
Just
cool.
like I was gonna start replying to
Oh, go ahead.
the person.
That's fine. Yeah, because like, and like Steve has like nailed it. Like we don't know all the details. We never really we don't always do. But there's, and this is such a thing that I feel like a lot of us are unlearning, especially millennials, even some Gen Zers and late Gen Xers, is that like setting a boundary and taking care of yourself is not a selfish thing. It is just something we were always told was selfish.
Yeah. Right.
I think right now, like, it's okay to be selfish. Because what's
Even then,
selfish
yeah.
really isn't selfish, but
Yeah.
setting boundaries are really important.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
And like, if people are upset by your boundaries, that's okay.
That's them.
They're
That's a them
allowed to
problem.
be.
That's a them problem. They can deal with that. Like that said, you should like try to be civil, like in for like as a
Don't
general
be a
thing.
dick.
Yeah, like as a general, even when it comes to like burning a bridge, like you should try to be civil about it. Like you shouldn't just like go in guns blazing unless you absolutely they absolutely deserve it and you know this is never repairable. Like
Yeah.
you might as well like go in and like look like try to be civil about it. We're all human.
Burn bridges lightly. Use a lighter, not like
Yeah.
a flamethrower.
Yeah, we shouldn't be out here traumatizing each other just because shit isn't working out. Like that's kind of the deal, right?
Yeah, it's like be kind but protect yourself.
Yeah. Be the mama bear in the forest. Oh, Liz is gone. Okay. Be the mama bear in the forest who's protecting the other you that is also a child. Something. There are two wolves inside of you.
Inside of you, there are two wolves.
One needs protecting. One is a protector. Is it a vibe check?
This could be a vibe check.
It seems like it could be a vibe check.
Something inner child.
Inside of you, there are two holes. One wants to sleep. The other one also wants to sleep, but can't let themselves sleep.
Oh, interesting one.
Raise your hand if you were.
Holy shit! Holy shit! I feel so seen. I've lived my whole life by just getting by with the minimum effort and living off great luck. But now I've left myself with no goal for my life, hobbies, and education that have gone from existing to hollow and dwindling patience for my family as they don't know about this.
Oh my god.
Good luck, Golden Gore. Thanks for hanging in. We're glad to know you're doing well. Good luck with your streams as well, and good luck with work.
Oh yeah.
Good on you for being disciplined, also.
Right. This question, man.
It sure is a question.
Man, all right, a question to everybody here, because I know some of us at least are like this. I don't think all of us were. If this applies to you, when did you realize you could just skate by without doing the max, like even a middle amount of work?
Way too early.
Yeah.
For my own good.
Yes. Yeah, same.
It was like in middle school or high school when we were taking like the tests to determine like placements into like if you got into like AP classes or college prep classes or whatever. And I came to the realization of like I don't want to do AP classes. That's like a lot of work. I'm going to get some of these questions wrong on purpose, so I end up in the college prep classes. And that way I can get by, and I'll get my, like, B's and, like, A minuses and shit, and I'll be able to get by no problem without having to, like, actually apply myself.
You know what? That's reasonable.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I figured that out way too early.
Mine is weird, because my mom figured it out before me. Because, like, I was the kid who didn't really need to study or do anything, so she made me study so that I'd learn to study, because otherwise I just would have not ever done work ever.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have a good... I don't feel like I have a good grasp on, like, studying for things.
Like, when are you ever going to need to study again?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. When am I going to take these tests in these particular ways that are all about just memorizing and, like, regurgitating information again?
Yeah. Exactly. So, I feel you.
Yeah. I learned it somewhere around the time that they did... This is going to sound pretentious, but stay with me. that they were like testing kids for like, are you gifted? Are you super good at particular things? Yeah. And I was like put in all those classes, and I looked around. I was like, and like they did it for like art or something. I like looked and I was like put in like the gifted artists and like the gifted stuff like that. And I was like, cool. I was like, I just like folding paper. It's fun. I was into origami at the time.
Hell yeah.
And I just looked around at all the like all the people who are like super excelling and like put hours of work into stuff on like these summer camps, and I was like, this is like way too much work. I don't want to be this good. So I just stopped trying, and then I stopped being gifted. The end.
And here we are.
Here we are. I was just normal.
Hi, Gwen.
Hey, Gwen. I also feel that though. I can feel like once I've studied or understood a thing, like there's comfort in knowledge and understanding. That is a thing that is also true.
I feel like this is the millennial journey.
Well, because we were sold a lot of, you're going to do great things. You're special. The world needs to hear what you're going to say. You're going to go out there and change the world. Like a lot of that shit was, I don't know about y'all, but I heard that shit a lot too.
Well, I think there was the two paths. I think it's the paths that this person is maybe talking about, and then the people who stayed in the gifted programs and now have crippling anxiety and people-pleasing behaviors and have to be perfect at literally everything, where they have breakdowns.
So this entire this panel got it.
Like, let me just at myself right there.
Well, it's actually I'm gonna finish typing this, and I have a related bullet point.
Go ahead.
Ready.
No, so I'm gonna say it now before I fucking lose it, and then I'll finish typing this. Yeah. Everyone up here has been learning Flesh and Blood, which is a new card game.
Yep.
And I taught it to Kim, my partner, and she's been learning it and like having fun. And she's got this deck because they're all characters. So there's a character that she like really likes and identifies with, and so like we bought her the little like pre-con structure deck, and so the other night we sat down to play with it, and like on her first turn she's sitting there and she's like looking at the cards in hand, and she sits there for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, are you okay? And she's like, I just don't know the right combination, like I don't know the right way to play all these things. And I'm just like, yeah, that's like we're learning. Yeah. You know, like that's the point. Like like you're looking at me like I know, like I have slightly more experience in card games and stuff, so like I can generally look at it and figure out like here's a slightly more optimized line maybe, but like we're all learning and it's okay to learn. She like had a really hard time with that until I like just literally went and sat down at her spot and like took her first turn for her. Just like, is this the perfect way to play these cards? Who knows? But like we're playing now.
Until we learn what the perfect way is, we're just gonna play them.
Yeah, like you know, I feel like I can play a very optimized game of like mono red aggro and Magic, but that's because I've been doing it for like, you know, when were we in college? You know, that long.
That's like TFT, because it's literally the only place in my life where I don't strive for perfection.
Sure. But like
I get to just mess up and do shitty.
Right, but like the converse, like that works for you, and I'm glad that works for you. But like the converse for me is that like especially when I made the conscious decision, like when I was like silver 3 to push to gold, and I like got really into like how do like you saw me explaining all this stuff. Like I learned how all these comps work and how to itemize and how to do all this stuff, because I like when it comes to like card games and auto battlers hit the same fucking chemicals in my brain. Like I need to know how to be sweaty at it. Even if I'm not necessarily going to be the sweatiest at it, I need to know how to do it. Because that's what makes it fun for me, you know. Like it's fun for me to figure out that like, oh, I can like position my Blitzcrank and my Leona here, and then like that like lets my Syndra juggle these characters around, like doing that kind of stuff. But like, you know, it's definitely a thing.
It's like there is also, but like that's also a part of this, I feel like, too, in some ways, is there was also kind of this sensation that not only did we need to go and do extraordinary things, but we also needed to be perfect at them. That, like, whatever we were going to accomplish, we needed to just be good at, if not, like, perfect at. And I don't know if anybody else carried that out at, because I cannot count how many times I've dunked on myself for, like, being mediocre at disc golf, and then remembered that, like, I'm here for fun, and also, like, there's no, like, why am I trying to be so hard on myself for this stuff? I think there's nothing wrong with being a high skill tier, like Steve said. Like, if that is a thing you want to do, and you want to go hard on something, if you want to go really sweaty at a game, if you want to, like, go get your doctorates in your life, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But make sure you're doing it because it's something that brings you, like, happiness, as opposed to, like,
it's just like the dichotomy of, like, in games I want to be really sweaty, but, like, in life I want to do the minimum. It's interesting.
It is.
But...
I mean, what is gaming if not life?
It's true.
As noted banner on Brian David Gilbert's room says, "Don't talk to me before I've had my gaming." Yeah, no, I feel that. I do feel that too. Also, Gwen, like I want to make sure I do everything like it's perfect or as close to right as I think it is, and then, like, if I don't, I, like, think about it or wear on it and, like, want to, like, fix it. But sometimes you can't carry those things into life. Sometimes you just do stuff that's out there in the world and it's gone.
I wish we could just, like, send people our discussions instead of these tiny little things.
Right.
I'm going to send you a link to a YouTube video. Here is this YouTube clip of us talking about your thing, because we can't deal with 14 lines.
Yeah.
Also, there's, like, 8 tangents in it. Good luck.
Yeah, he went to 18 different places.
Right, sons and best of tangents.
Yes. I love that you guys are still using Bright Suns, even though I very rarely get to come to this.
It's super good. You've influenced this.
You named Bright Suns and Best of Luck is the name of the podcast form of the show.
Yeah, that's the name of it now.
Get it somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna just send this person the nice warm cup of coffee.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's what they need. A little caffeine.
Yeah,
so that they
sometimes
can
you just kickstart it
faster.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with, like, needing a kickstart.
This is
that one.
Ooh, relatable.
You know? Why does it feel like everyone hates me? I try my best to check up on everyone every time. I try to be the best friend to everyone. Just have 1 week of awesome conversations, and after that, for them to disappear, or even something else. I'm tired of being nice.
It's a big mood.
I have several thoughts, but yeah.
I will. The floor is yours.
Like, this kind of also reads big Mafedora in some way, but I'm choosing not to, because I feel like this sounds like someone who's just. I'm choosing not to, because this feels like someone who's just fed up with, like, being a good friend and then not seeing the rewards of that, which does feel shitty.
It does.
It seems like a person who, like, tries to help everyone.
Yeah.
But really needs to help themselves and let others help them.
Yeah.
Too. Like.
Or like trying to help everyone, but, like, their motivation seems a bit misplaced. If, like, their motivation is that, like, everyone will then be best friends with me, but, like, you know, you don't go into, like if you're going into like
friendships
help someone with the anticipation of you'll get something out of it, that's like kind of bad faith.
No, it is. But if I'm reading this, the way I originally read it is like, maybe they just wish. I'm hoping it's just they're wishing, like, their friends would reciprocate sometimes. Yeah. But I think they're looking for reciprocity, is how I read it.
No, I agree. It does sound like that.
Not like I mean, it could be malintended, but.
Yeah. But I think, like, it's not necessarily, like, a bad, like, the intent may not be intentionally, like, I want, like, I, like, need these responses. It just may be like, I do like it like the displeasement is like after the fact. It's like I'm going out and reaching to my friends. I want to make sure everybody's like all my friends are good and great. And like and all this, and then seeing that like you're not getting it back, like that jades somebody up. Like that does make you feel like wow, I'm being a good person and it's just kind of going to loss. Like what a shitty fucking like I can see how that could like the intent wasn't bad, but it could just turn into it, you know?
What was that term you used, Sam? Muffadora?
No, it's not actually.
What is no, but what is that?
It's like Twitch gets mad when we say the word incel.
Oh.
So like,
He said it. We're done. Cancel stream. We're out of here. He said it. Fuck. We're done. Everything's over.
Wait, why does
he's right there off the
that
screen?
word?
Huh?
Wait, why does Twitch not like that word?
Because people like to use it as like
an insult, like toxic insults and yeah. There's just a lot of like, it just turns up and it just turned into it. I got used as a toxic word.
Yeah, but now Steve has said it, so you guys are gonna get canceled.
Yeah, we're
Right.
So now we're going. So now you can find us live for this podcast over on on Twitch TV, the Steved Hams. Thank you all. It's been a run. It's been a run.
This is my ploy. Now we're gonna be on my channel and I'll get all the views.
I'm gonna start saying stuff, and then you all have to come to my channel.
It wasn't always. I think it was always.
It was kind of always toxic.
It was kind of always toxic, but it just like it was toxic in like a less just like calling people like. It just it was like a 2 to a fucking 7 at that point. Like yeah. But I digress. Back on the tangents, anyways. Like if you and like I think the other part is that if you feel like your energy is going to like isn't being like if you don't feel like if you feel like your energy is going to waste, or you feel like you're not, I don't want to say getting the outcome you're looking for, but like don't feel obligated to constantly check up on your friends. Like your friends probably appreciate it. They may not say anything about it. You could also check in with them to be like, yo, am I annoying by like checking up and trying to have these like hour-long conversations with you every week? Like maybe there's not a problem. Maybe they just like aren't blinking an eye about it. Maybe they just don't even realize you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people just take that kind of stuff for granted, like check-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, like if it's a super close friend, just be like, hey, I really like talking with you and checking in. Maybe we could plan to hang out a little bit more, or talk. Like maybe we could have a set time to talk. Like I think there's ways to go about it.
Yeah. There's ways. Like there's nothing wrong with doing the old hashtag communication mouth sounds and like checking in with everybody and making sure it's cool. Because maybe it's like maybe you just caught people maybe you catch people at bad times. Maybe it's just not like good stuff. But like you'll never know if you're just gonna sit there and be mad about it in yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Go back one. This is the multiple reaching out octopus. The octopus of multiple reaching outs.
The stretched too thin octopus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, is this the? Wait, hold on.
Theme.
Is this the second? Wait, is this a two-parter or something?
No.
Nope, different
nope.
person.
Okay.
I don't. Wow.
Oh,
God.
What did we accidentally stumble into?
This is a fucking like Nickelback song?
Yeah.
Huh?
We report this, right?
I don't know that it's like. No, I don't.
I mean, that is like a valid thing that people are into.
Yeah, like I can't.
I could simultaneously see reporting this for being worrying and not saying anything because like we're not here to kink shame.
Yeah. Because Neil is doing the safety seal thing for everybody here. Sorry, the topic behind this is a sexual lifestyle based topic, and yeah, I think we just let this go into the void.
Anyways, this is the actual question. I hit previous and went on to that one, and we got kind of
just answered this one.
Yeah,
we did.
We basically.
I don't really want to answer it again.
Yeah, I could see skipping this one just because it's unfortunately.
I'm gonna reply basically the same thing that I said to the last person.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you know,
yeah, I'll show it really quick. I'll let it go up on screen. But like, yeah, it's the like for the readout. It's basically the same thing. Except they're different. Like there are quite a few explicit signs. I'm kind of secretive. I just don't have the friendly aura, I think. Like if like just check in with people. You never know what's going on there, but like it's gonna be the like you never know. Like it just keep checking in with people, and things are gonna be like that'll help you make sure you like beat those feelings up. I don't even know what else to say about this. Like having a friendly aura is such a like that's like I don't know that that's a thing because that just it seems like it's confidence.
It's 1,000% a thing.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is.
I guess
because you can tell like when people like look friendly and like when people have like RBF.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess.
Right. I like our intern supervisor.
Yeah. Yeah.
She just always looked like she was ready to give someone a failing grade.
She really did though.
Always. Or she like just came back from giving a kid detention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if she was in like a perfectly good mood, like she just like always looked like she was.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna say like. But how much of that is just your like perception of people, and how much of that is just like the way they carry themselves or the way they choose to be? But yeah,
it's a combination of all of those things for sure. But that is to say, like it still exists.
Yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, like and that makes
it
because that makes it the perception of like friendliness and that.
Yeah.
That's incredibly fair. I can't say much.
Look at how just naturally charismatic and friendly Eddie the Yeti is.
I mean,
you know what
I can't. Yeah, Eddie. I would hug Eddie the Eddie any point in time. So like that's incredibly fair.
Speaking of, let's get our boy in there.
Yes.
Boy, Eddie the Eddie. Man.
Wow.
They're all the same fucking question.
They really are.
All the same thing.
Can we get something? We should answer the other one.
We should have answered that. Kind Words After Dark. Coming TM soon.
Wait, that would be so fun.
Yeah. The NSFW patch.
Oh god. Can we enter the NSFW queue for Kind Words? Are we gonna talk about this one or are we going to pass? What's the consensus here? Yeah. No.
It's certainly not gonna be that one.
I mean, this we can fucking talk about all day.
Cool, actually.
This is a worthwhile one. Lately I've been making cute drawings of anime characters as fan art and posting it on some networks. It bothers me a lot that people look for sexual things where there aren't any and create controversy just to damage my drawing.
This is such a cool question. I think it digs into some really interesting points.
Let's talk about shitty fucking cultures, shall we?
So weebs?
Yes, weebs.
Sam, you heard it here, folks. Sam's coming for you.
Look, Weebs.
Get your katanas ready.
Weebs, we need to chat. Look, I understand there's like
Weebs, come over here. Come over here.
Come here. Come have a sit. You can sit on your. You can sit whatever way you prefer. I don't know how you sit, how you weeb sit, whatever. But, like, we need to chat. Like, look, you can sit on your. You can do that like sitting on your shins thing, or you can sit cross. I don't know. However you're comfortable.
Everyone's sitting like L from Death Note.
Yeah, exactly. The W sit, whatever it is, like whatever is comfortable for you. I don't here to judge. Although the W sit is apparently not good for in fucking occupational therapy. I don't know. That's just an aside. But I digress.
You're tangenting off of two tangents.
Tangents on tangents. Like, look, the real talk is like, I understand that is a part of that segment of the culture, but not everything has to be that. And that's like not just in that culture, and other things too. Not all, like, not everything has to conform to the same bit of a set of culture, right? Not all gamers need to be toxic 13-year-olds using not gaming words on Xbox. Not all music therapists need to be good at music. Like, there's just not all those things. Like, you can be okay at music and be a music therapist. You don't need to be good.
True.
No, okay, I'll do that one. I thought you were saying like you have to have no musical
No,
background.
no, absolutely not. No.
I'm just like,
No, you don't need to be like.
You don't have to be virtuoso.
Yes.
yeah, no,
yes.
you can. And I feel like this is a longer conversation, but I think the westernization of music therapy is kind of ridiculous.
I agree.
And like people should be able to use their primary cultural instruments instead of if they don't want to use piano or guitar.
Who
Like,
the fuck is telling them not? Who is telling them not to? Because I'll fight them. I'll fight the shit out of them.
wait,
Bro.
what?
Yeah.
Bro, I would have so much fun using some parch instruments in therapy. That was my first thought when I saw that shit.
No, every like school, it's a guitar, piano, and voice.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
No.
Yeah.
No one's saying like, please bring in your Chinese harp.
Oh yeah, please
But
bring that shit in. I want to hear it. But I digress. But digressing back to it, yeah. It's like don't let the weebs bring you down. All right, like make your
Oh,
art.
that's a good quote. I need that on a shirt.
Don't let the weebs bring you down. Make your art that you enjoy and you like making. And if like you find it and throw it in a place that people like respond, it's like there's not enough of this or that, or this isn't sexy enough, like just leave. Just fucking go away from that. Like, you are not obligated. Like, even if it's a fan art for like a particular anime that you're like drawing for, go find another section. Like, you don't have to sit there and take that.
True. And weebs,
Yeah,
weebs,
weebs.
look at me.
Yeah,
weebs,
look at me.
Look at him. Look, just because there's a well-drawn female anime character doesn't mean that you need to see their titties.
It's true. It's really true.
True.
It's really
Like,
true.
You really don't have to do that. Can we just stop?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really obnoxious.
It's really dumb.
Why has anime become so like over sexualized by viewers?
That's a
whole podcast in itself.
Yeah, that's a whole side tangent.
Never mind.
We could talk about it. It'll just like this will be the last thing that we talk
Yeah,
about.
I think this is a fair end to go on, but like,
Or we can talk about it another week.
no, we can Steve has to type on this anyways, but I think that's worth like, I think it's worth a touch into.
So you know, my like from the sidelines, largely uneducated hypothesis on that is a combination of like anime and like manga itself. Like there's a whole subsection of like hypersexualized things, and a lot of that has to do with like Japan's birth rates and particularly how low they are, and like, you know, in a way they're like they try to promote like, you know, like Japanese people to like be horny and make more babies.
Basically,
because,
yeah.
Like it's a thing. And then that comes over here to the West and gets taken up by like creepy, strange. Like it doesn't. It happens everywhere. There's creepy, there's people in Japan too.
Yeah.
Like,
there's
but like
weird people everywhere.
But we exacerbated
exactly.
it.
And so like, but like that type of material and content gets like finds its way into like creepy shitty circles and like becomes you know
it becomes normalized.
bastardized
It becomes
in, like,
normalized, basically.
yeah, like in a way,
in like a shitty way. Yeah. It's
Here we
yeah.
are.
That is a lot of it. Like Steve's nailed it. And I think the other part of it is like the further back is like, well, there's a lot of sexualization of just like our cultures in general too. But
I think the important thing too to distinguish is like the authorial intent of the drawing. Like like this question writer is like clearly not like having like doesn't want any sort of lewd connotations associated with their drawing. That's totally fine. There's also artists that literally make a living off of like drawing anime titties, and that's perfectly good and valid too. Like the weebs gotta eat.
Yo, let me tell you about how much furries consume custom art, and it is
absolutely
it is insane.
Do you want the easiest side hustle ever?
Yeah.
Learn how to draw like
furries.
Mediocre furry porn.
Yeah.
And like
you will make so much dumb money.
You make so much easy money.
Yeah. Teetering back in though.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, like and that's the thing, right? And this is like art, music, like anything really creative. Like make the things you want to make and make them to the level that you are happy and okay with. I don't know about y'all, but like when I like start making songs for music therapy, whether it's like hello goodbye or if it's like an activity, I like throw some stuff together, and most of the time I'm either like, cool, I like this enough that I feel confident putting it out to these small children, this client, whatever, or I'm happy saying this week to week for like goodbye hello, but like I make sure it is what I wanted and I am happy with it. And I've had some people tell me like that song was dumb, and I listen to it, like I take it as feedback, but like you have to like be true to your own self first.
Yep.
That's like the most important thing of like art, because once you stop doing that, you just become Nickelback. Like you just become I don't know who's like the Nickelback of the art world, which I'm now going to Google because now I'm curious to that answer. Because there's
Nickelback of the art world.
Who is the Nickelback? Who is it? David, that's a great autocomplete though.
What?
Who is the Nickelback of rap?
I mean, it's just got to be Eminem, right?
No way. No. If
who's the Nickelback of rap then?
Drake
is pretty fucking.
Drake is a good. They're both Canadian.
They are both. Yeah, that's a great shout.
Nickelback's new song
but thanks for having. Oops, sorry.
That would you say that you joke that, but that is absolutely like a radio hit that I would see stupidly working. Like someone would do that, and I hate that.
I gotta run, but thanks for having me, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate it. Yeah, we're closing up anyways after this, but I'll swap us to the 2-man later.
Bye.
Nope, that's the wrong one. And we're back here now. Perfectly aligned.
Seamless transitions.
Well, slightly seamless, but mostly. Who is the Nickelback of painting? I don't know. Apparently it's a contest. Apparently it's a very contested question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll never know who the Nickelback of the art world is, unfortunately. Which is probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah. This is the head on fire Twitter art community.
Absolutely.
This is just the weebs.
This is the weebs. This is just a weebs. Here's the weeb trying to go Super Saiyan. All right. Well, that was an amount of kind words today.
Yeah, that was good.
Shout out again to our good friend colleague Liz for coming out and helping us and giving us +1 music therapist for this podcast.
Yay, Liz! We continue to have the most number of music therapists on Twitch.
The most music therapists in a single game. And now I want to see if I can assemble. There's probably not a lot of us, but I want to see how many like music therapists we can now get into a battle royale.
We could 1,000% do like music therapist only Jackbox night.
Oh my god, that'd be so good actually.
Because like our whole team would be in on it.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Absolutely. But we'll leave that for the future. Thank you if you're watching this on not Facebook. Why did I say Facebook? If you're watching on YouTube, the superior Facebook in no way at all.
Right.
Remember to do the like, subscribe, hit the bell so you hear every time all of our stuff goes live.
Yep. This will be up on Friday.
Which is now if you're watching.
So happy Friday.
Yeah, so happy Friday if you're watching on Friday.
If it is Friday.
Yeah. Go enjoy that weekend, and we'll be back for more kind words in the future.
Yeah, here it's aspirationally Friday here in the past.
It's Friday in our hearts.
Yeah.
Take care, friends.
Bye.